So this is day one. I counted yesterday as day 0 because I did take Mounjaro, like the injection. Oops, this is sliding down. Sorry. I did take the injection in the evening. So in terms of side effects, I don't think I've had any. And if anything, it's been like so light that I can't be sure if I had them or not. I would say the dizziness could be a little bit there, but I have that every now and then, so I can't really, and it was very brief. And in the middle of the night, I did have to go up to the bathroom, or I don't know if I was tossing and changing positions, because I do have my freestyle Libre here, and I'm very conscious still of how I move when I'm shifting positions in bed. So I did feel like a very slight headache, but it was nothing. Like, it was not even anything compared to the headaches that I sometimes have gotten while I'm going through keto flu, especially the first time I went and I got into ketosis. So I'm not saying I'm in ketosis now, I'm definitely not, but just kind of comparing it to that type of headache. So I can't really say that I haven't had anything. The one thing that I did notice was I typically get hungry around 11:30 a.m. because I got so used to the intermittent fasting on keto that after dinner I typically don't eat anything except coffee until noonish. And I was doing like a bulletproof coffee, which took me sometimes to 1, even 2 p.m. So anyway, even without having a low carb diet, I've kind of maintained that. But at 11:30 a.m. without the bulletproof coffee and just regular coffee, I'm hungry. I wasn't hungry. 11:30 a.m. came and I kind of wanted to eat, and I was a little bit hungry, but I wasn't really hungry. And I typically would have had like a cup of yogurt and some cheese and nuts, or a salad, which I've also read that raw vegetables sometimes are not the best thing while on Mounjaro. And so anyway, I was like, I'm not going to do the salad, I'm just going to do that. But I was only able to eat the yogurt. I couldn't eat the cheese, I couldn't eat the nuts. So what I did was I ate the yogurt, and I would say that a half an hour to 45 minutes after I ate the yogurt, I did have a little bit of reflux. And I was like, I understand that maybe this is what people kind of talk about when they talk about the fact that they kind of get a little bit of reflux. It wasn't terrible, but I felt it. So yeah, it was definitely there. And, but that's it. So I haven't been hungry much. And like once I made sure that at least 3 hours had elapsed between my breakfast-ish lunch that I had, I said, well, I'm gonna eat the cheese and I'm gonna eat the nuts that I had, which are pistachios. And I did that, and I'm fine. Like, just with that cheese and nuts, like, I'm fine. I'm not hungry right now. So I'm anticipating that it's gonna be another 4 hours or so before I'm ready to have dinner. And I'm quite sure it's going to be a small portion in comparison, because I've heard that you don't get as much reflux and certain side effects if you try to do small meals. So I'm trying to do that. And I understand that when I researched everything about keto, it was always like, don't eat frequent small meals a day, allow your body to rest in between meals. But I'm trying this the way they're telling me to try it. I haven't been able to talk to the diabetes nutritionist yet, so I've kind of been going by online research. And yeah, we'll see. Let's see what happens, right? I can try anything for a month, see how that goes. And if it's working, then at some point I do want to talk to my diabetes educator and nutritionist about like how many carbs, a day they suggest I have with this, because I would love to continue on a low carb style diet, because I'm thinking long term. I'm thinking that I'm sorry, when the time comes to get off this med, I'm going to be I need to be in a position to maintain myself without the medicine, right? And I wouldn't want to be on this medicine forever. I would definitely not want that. So I do want something that kind of combines the best of both worlds, if you will. So anyway, that was just the check-in, right? There's nothing in terms of weight loss right now, because it's just the first day. So none of that has happened. And if anything, I took Mounjaro like at 7 p.m. yesterday. So yeah, I will update you guys about that in a week though. Once on day 7, I will let you guys know how that's going. I have not felt tired. I did sleep well, but I was very tired yesterday, just because I hadn't been sleeping well. And just because of this thing, right? I'm very self-conscious about it, so I haven't been sleeping that great, turning and tossing a lot. But I haven't been tired, which I have for all these days that I haven't been sleeping well. I do hope I don't get insomnia, because that's not going to be fun. So we'll see. I don't know. Hopefully, you know, there are certain side effects that won't touch me. Fingers crossed. But as of right now, I'm doing well. I'm doing okay. I've done everything I need to do. I've been active. It's raining a lot outside, so I haven't been able to walk. I said I was going to start tapering walks to like, because I have a lot of issues with my knees. So I've been so out of practice walking or doing any type of exercise. So I said I'm going to start with a brief 5 minutes a day walk, which I can still do inside the house. When it gets like longer than that, because it usually just takes me 2 or 3 days to get into the habit, know that it's just 5 minutes of my life. I think more than the fact that I can't physically walk for more than 5 minutes, which I really think I can, is the mindset, right? Of I'm too busy, I have too much to do instead of walking. So if I do that for a couple of days, 3 days, then I know the 4th day I can go to 10 and then increase until I get to at least 30 minutes, right? So anyway, that's it. I am keeping a log of what I'm eating and how I'm feeling and kind of how my sugar has been. And I do have to say that my sugar hasn't gone down as much as it could have with the yogurt that I ate, because typically like what I eat is something that's very low carb, and my sugar really goes down to like 109 or 110, and I think the lowest it's been is 125. But also considering that at some points it got to 200 something, right? I think 125 is not terrible. So anyway, yeah, I'll come back and do a check-in tomorrow again and let you guys know how it's going.